Hi, I'm Josh Grossfond with the Midland Daily News, and we're in the MCTV studio with Officer Paul McDonald of the City of Midland Police. Now, Officer, the traffic safety team has stepped up their efforts the past 4 years to really educate the public about some issues out on the road. So tell me a little bit about this team and what they do.
Sure. The Midland Traffic Safety Team is composed of 2 road patrol officers and a road patrol sergeant, and their main goal is to reduce crashes in the city of Midland. Part of the way they do that is by having monthly campaigns. So they're out there every day patrolling traffic, looking for violations, but from month to month they'll have different types of focuses. Might be distracted driving for 1 month. Another month might be seatbelt use. Another month might be intersection infractions. So by focusing on something every month, they kind of cover the gamut over the course of, month to month to month.
So, I mean, what are they looking for? You mentioned a few things like seatbelt use. Like, what are some of the things you saw maybe as some of the bigger problems last year?
Sure. Distracted driving is always a problem. We live in a city of very busy people, and they feel they need to be busy all the time, even when they're driving. We would prefer that people focus on driving when they're behind the wheel, obviously. So that's always a big one, and so we're always looking for that. We also spend a lot of time in the residential areas. We feel it's very important that we keep people driving safely in our residential areas. We have a lot of kids that like to, especially springtime now, coming into summer, they're going to be outside, they're going to be playing. So we spend a fair amount of time in those residential zones as well, making sure people are driving safely, making sure the families are safe in Midland.
Those 25-mile-an-hour speed limits?
Exactly.
Now, are there things that the officers out there see people maybe do wrong on the road that they don't even necessarily know they're getting wrong? Are there kind of some like traffic laws that people maybe have forgotten since driver's training?
One of the things that we see people doing is disregarding traffic signs. So it might be no turn on red, or it might be no left turn at a particular intersection. And, we don't think people are necessarily doing it on purpose, but they're just not paying attention to the signage that's on the road. So they go ahead and they make those turns, and, sometimes we spend a little more time looking at those.
Are there any specific areas in town that are trouble spots for things like that? I know there's the no turn on red right in front of the law enforcement center on the other side of Kroger. I see a few people make turns on.
Yeah, that's one of the busier intersections that we have. And that's a confusing intersection to begin with. So we understand that. But again, if people are out on the roadways, especially at the busy intersections, they just need to pay attention to the signage because those rules are up there to keep people safe. It may not make much sense to the driver who's being stopped for the violation, but the city engineers, they work hard to make sure that intersections are safe. And if there's a sign up prohibiting a left turn or a right turn on red or something like that, it's for everyone's safety, so we really do need people to pay attention to those and heed those warnings.
Yeah, it may seem safe that one time, but there's probably, like you said, they're there for a reason.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Officer. For Josh Grossfond for MCTV, Midland Daily News, this has been 3 Minutes.